दीपज्योतिः नमोस्तुते।
And everyone, if you can now take your seats back where you were, filled with this sacred light and auspicious beginning. I'll ask His Holiness Pujaswami Chidanand Saraswati Ji Maharaj, the President of Parmarth Nikatan Ashram, to lead us in sacred music.
बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
राधा रमण हरि गोविंद बोलो
श्री राधा रमण हरि गोविंद बोलो
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
राधा रमण हरि गोविंद बोलो
श्री राधा रमण हरि गोविंद बोलो
हरि बोल हरि बोल
हरि
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि
हरि हरि हरि
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
राधा रमण हरि गोविंद बोलो
श्री राधा रमण हरि गोविंद बोल
हरि बोल
हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सगाए सबसे ऊंची
ऊंचे प्रेम सजाए
सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सगाई
जय मां गंगे
गंगे
जय मां गंगे
गंगे
जय मां गंगे
गंगे
जय मां गंगे
ओ जय मां गंगे जय मां गंगे जय मां गंगे जय मां गंगे
ओ हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे
गंगे
हर हर गंगे
गंगे
हर हर गंगे
ओ हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे ओ हर हर गंगे
गंगे माँ
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 गंगे माँ गंगे माँ हे माँ हे माँ
हे माँ
हे माँ
हे माँ
हे माँ
हे माँ
हे माँ
हे माँ
हे माँ हे माँ हे माँ
शालो
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 शालो शालो शालो शालो
हरियो
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 हरियो हरियो
हरियो
हरियो
हरियो
हरियो
हरियो सर्वेश्वर भगवान
की जय
भारत माता की जय धरती माता की जय हर हर
Param Puja Swami Chidanand Saraswati Ji Maharaj, Param Puja Sant Shri Murlidhar Ji Maharaj, our most respected, honorable Minister Shri Ajay Bhatt Ji, our honorable and respected MLA Srimati Renu Bisji, our honorable and respected Mayor of Rishikesh, Srimati Anita Mamgainji, all of the distinguished and eminent dignitaries who have come together bringing this beautiful G20 delegation here to Rishikesh. It's such a great honor and such a blessing and joy to welcome you all to the lap of the Himalayas, to the holy banks of Mother Ganga, to Parmarth Niketan, for this very special Ganga Aarti ceremony. This is the time where each evening we gather together with our global family and we celebrate. We celebrate our love and our devotion to the divine by any name, any form, or no form, by any language. It doesn't matter. But that love and devotion for the supreme, divine creator, you can think of it as a spiritual happy hour. In much of the rest of the world at evening, people gather for happy hour. But happy hour in the rest of the world means cheap drinks and a hangover. Happiness here, no hangover, and real happiness. Happiness that fills us, not just an hour, not just a day, but that actually fills us throughout our lives. You can also think of this as our Thanksgiving ceremony, because we gather in gratitude for all of the blessings we've been given. But along with the blessings, this ceremony reminds us of our responsibilities to use all of that we've been given, our resources, our time, our talents, our technology, our energy, our experience, our expertise, our impact, our influence, to use this for our global one earth family. The motto here of this state of Uttarakhand is Uttarakhand, simply heaven. Here, we believe that heaven is not something to be attained only after you die, but heaven is something to be created here on earth. And as someone who comes from outside of India, I come originally from California. I have been so blessed to be able to be here for the last almost 27 years. And it's here, through this spiritual culture, this heritage, these teachings, that I have found true heaven on earth, true healing, true transformation. It's standing right here, almost 27 years ago, that I realized there was a wisdom, a happiness here that no one I knew growing up in Hollywood, in Los Angeles had, no matter the fact that they had everything. But they didn't have that happiness, that peace. What is it? There's a power here. There's a very sacred power that attracts people from all over the globe. Every year, tens of thousands of people from every corner of the earth come to Parmarth Nikethan. I wish that we had the opportunity to bring you inside the ashram so you could actually see the beauty inside the ashram. This is just the Ganga Ghat where we sit on the banks of Ganga. But next time, when you come with your families, when you come again, we'll welcome you in. Every year, tens of thousands from across the world. Each March, we host our International Yoga Festival, where thousands of seekers and practitioners come from more than 100 countries, not just for the teachings, because you can get teachings anywhere these days, but they come for the touch and the transformation. And that is the power of this land, of the sages, of the rishis, of the yogis, who in these Himalayas, doing their meditation, doing their spiritual practice, channeled this timeless, universal wisdom. And they gave us these teachings of Vasudev Kutumbakam. The world is a family, which is the motto and the mantra of our G20. The mantra of that is so powerful from the Mahopanishad. It tells us that only the ignorant say, this is mine, that is yours. The wise know that actually the world is one family. But we are not just one random amorphous family. We are actually the family of Vasudha, Vasudev Kutumbakam. Vasudha is Mother Earth. We are her family. And that's only one of the innumerable teachings and truths and wisdom given to us by these sages, by these rishis. Today, science is telling us the same thing that these sages told us thousands of years ago, which is if you want to be healthy in your body, in your mind, if you want to be happy, do yoga, do meditation, whatever you suffer from. Blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, stress, depression, anxiety. Yoga, meditation is the answer that brings us health and balance in our minds, our hearts, but also in our families, in our societies, in our communities, in our nations. And it's so important to realize that these teachings are for everyone. This is what we call a dharma, not a dogma. It's available for all, accessible for all, attainable for all, applicable to all. Lastly, you are all here as part of the anti-corruption group. Corruption arises when we live in that ignorance of thinking that we are separate. We steal from each other, we harm each other. But when we live in the truth and the wisdom of knowing that we are one, then who to steal from? That wisdom teaches us there's no place I end and you begin. And we gather here in this sacred land for this divine arti. And lastly, as we gather for this arti, we take special inspiration from Ma Ganga. And that inspiration is that Ma Ganga flows and flows and flows for all, with no discrimination, no expectation, no hesitation. And we take that inspiration for our own lives of how can we learn to ask, not what for me. In the rest of the world, most of us learn that the question is, what for me? But Ma Ganga teaches us to ask, what through me? How can I be a vehicle, an instrument of helping, of sharing, of caring, of peace, of love, of grace here on earth? So a very love-filled welcome. We have been joined by our Honorable Minister, Shri Subodh Unialji as well, and our Honorable Minister, Shri Dang Singh Rawatji. I will request now His Holiness Pujaswami Chidanand Saraswati Ji, the President of Parmarth Nikatan and the founder, the leader of so many foundations dedicated to sustainability, to environmental protection, to water, to sanitation, to hygiene, to women, to children, to gender equality, to peace, to oneness, to share with us his beautiful words of wisdom and inspiration at this very auspicious time.
Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu मङ्गलं गरुडध्वजः मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्षो मङ्गलाय तनो हरिः ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तामसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय शान्तिः शान्तिः Honorable Ministers, my dear sisters and brothers, all across the nations and all across the world. Today, I'm very glad to see you all here, that we are gathered here today. But we are not gathered, we are together here today. Together in the name of one earth, one family, and one future. India is not merely a land, a piece of land. India is a land of peace. India has welcomed always all race, religion, caste, creed, color, people from every arena or field of the world. India is a land of inclusiveness. We have never excluded anyone. We are always embraced all and include all. Our Honorable Prime Minister of India, we are very lucky that we have a Prime Minister who has a great vision, who has a great mission, and vision for all and mission for all. And you have seen when COVID took place, he was not only thinking about India. The moment the call came from the world, immediately he realized we are one family. And immediately, the vaccine was shared with almost 100 countries. The theme of this beautiful G20 has been kept Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that we are one family. And India believes in that. And when you are here together to discuss working on an anti-corruption committee, how to make the whole world corruption-free world. I'm glad Sadhviji mentioned how this corruption can be taken care of. Only ways when we feel we are all one. We are one family. In family, there's no give and take. In India, we always believe there's no exploitation. There is a spirit of cooperation. When there's a spirit of cooperation, working with each other, working for each other, living for each other, caring and sharing with each other, then there is no corruption. Corruption only takes place when there is a separation. You are something different, I am something different. Then corruption takes place. To make this world corruption free, the first condition is let us be together, let us be one. Number two, we have to decide what kind of future we want. If we take care of our culture and we take care of our future, only then we can take care of our future. The culture, nature, and future go together. The culture of oneness. This is spirit of India. The culture of oneness. In 21st century and centuries to come, if any magic and music or mantra is going to work, this will be the mantra of oneness, togetherness, allness, inclusiveness. That's why together we all have to work for our nature also. If we want to have a world of peace and prosperity, a world of security and safety, only way is that together we can take care of our nature. We are interlocked together. We are not interdependent. We are dependent on each other. That's why together when you are here on this earth, the earth who has given these mantras to respect each other. There is a beautiful mantra, Ano Bhadraha Kratavo Yantu Vishwataha. Let all the noble thoughts come from all directions. We are taught from the day one, worship your own and respect all. Last, which is very important, when I came to this land, I was very young, only at the age of 10. And in that age, I could see the seers, the sages sitting in the mountains, being in the caves, being under the trees. They taught me the first lesson, that how living with less and being more. Anybody you ask, how are you? The answer was super. There was nothing to be super in the jungle. There was no door-to-door service. There was no Amazon.com. There was nothing. But living with less and being more gives the message how we can take care of our nature, means changing our lifestyles. Changing our lifestyles. They were living with meditation. Very simple. And today, if we want to be healthy, if you want to have a drug-free world, have in your life meditation and introspection. More meditation, less medication. And introspect every day. Check yourself every day before you sleep. Start your day with that touch of meditation and end your day with introspection and ask yourself, where do I stand? Whether I am becoming better or bitter every day. These conferences are great. You will have a merry selfie point. You will go across the nation, you will have so many pictures, you will have a selfie points. But here you are for a point where you can check yourself, a self point. Selfie point and self point, where you can check yourself, where do I stand? Whether I am being bitter every day or better every day. Whether I'm in peace or whether I'm pieces, and choice is ours. Why peace is very important? You have seen what is happening in our world. We are living in a very crazy and chaotic world. Amazing what we are living in. So that's why we have to make a choice. What kind of world we want to create? A world which has a peaceful world, or world which is in pieces. And this is our choice. Let us be together to create a very peaceful and more sustainable, livable world where we can work together for each other and for the nature also. Because there can be plan A and plan B. There is no planet B. There is only one planet. One planet, one future. That's why we are here today. Thank you for being here. And this is the place. To me, this is a place to be. And this is the place our honorable Prime Ministers, before he became Prime Minister, came on this earth and got all those mantras that how he can live for others. He does not believe only living for India. He breathes for the whole world. And today I welcome you all. I wish you can have more homecomings. And welcome to this Himalayan home. Thank you for being here. And we are very happy to receive you here on the banks of this beautiful Ganga. Thank you.
It's now the time for our beautiful lighting ceremony. And so we'll rise together, and as you perform this lighting ceremony, just remember that you are offering the light of your love, of your gratitude to the divine by whatever name, whatever form, whatever way, however you connect with that divine. You are offering that light of love and gratitude to the divine, whether it's the divine creator or whether it's the divine creation, to our sacred rivers, to our sacred mountains, to this sacred earth that provides us with all of that which we need to live. So together we offer our gratitude, our love, and our awareness and commitment to fulfill our responsibility to protect, preserve, and serve this sacred creation. Let us rise together for the lighting ceremony.
कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि ॐ जय गंगे माता मैया जय गंगे माता जो नर तुमको जाता जो नर मैया जी को जाता मनवांछित फल पाता ॐ जय गंगे माता चंद्र सी ज्योत तुम्हारी जल निर्मल आता मैया जल निर्मल आता शरण पड़े जो शरण पड़े जो सोनर तर जाता ओम जय गंगे माता एक रही बार जो तेरी शरणागत आता मैया शरणागत आता यम के त्रास मिटा कर यम के कष्ट मिटा कर परम गति पाता ओम जय गंगे माता। आरती मात तुम्हारी जो जन जगदाता मैया प्रेम सहित गाता दास वही है सहज में भक्त वही है सहज में मुक्ति को पाता ओम जय गंगे माता जय गंगे माता मैया जय गंगे माता जो नर तुमको जाता जो नर तुमको जाता मन वांछित फल पाता ओम जय गंगे माता जय गंगे माता जय गंगे माता। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग्
As we are all standing, I'll ask everyone to keep standing. We have a very special pledge that we take each evening standing here on the banks of Mother Ganga. As I mentioned, that this is a time of gratitude for the blessings we've been given, but also a time of recognition of our responsibility. And so today we invite you to take a pledge with us, a pledge for Vasudev Kutumbakam, a pledge that commits us to remembering, realizing, and living in the awareness that we are one world, one family, with one future, and that we will use whatever we have, our time, our talent, our technology, our energy, our experience, our expertise, our impact, our influence, that we will use that to bring about a more peaceful, sustainable, equitable world for all of our sisters and brothers. I'll ask everyone, raise your hands together with us as we take this pledge together here in this beautiful land in the lap of the Himalayas, on the banks of Mother Ganga. We raise our hands together as we pledge to live and to work for sustainability, for peace, for equality, for oneness, and to not do anything that brings harm to any of our sisters and brothers of any race, any religion, any color, any culture, or any species here on the planet. Because we pray, may all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. And in this vow, in this commitment, in this pledge, we pledge to work for the health, the happiness, the peace, and the sustainability of every being on this Mother Earth, this one world, one earth, one family, one future. And into your hands are being put the beautiful saplings of the Rudraksh tree. Here at Parmarth Niketan, we don't give any souvenirs or gifts that are harmful to the environment. Nothing of plastic, nothing of wood. We only give gifts that keep giving. And trees, of course, are the greatest gift that always keeps giving. But these are actually a sacred tree. The Rudraksh is the tree that the prayer beads are actually made of. So life itself is sacred, hence trees are sacred. But these trees very specifically are sacred because they are the Rudraksh trees. You're also being given bags, gift bags that have in them special sustainability kits, gift bags that have things that enable you to become the solution rather than the problem, to become ambassadors, not only of anti-corruption, but ambassadors of peace, of sustainability, of environmental protection, of oneness, of togetherness. And in the bag also you have very special turmeric from this land. These days, everyone is drinking golden milk wherever you go. Now you can make your own golden milk with the organic indigenous turmeric of this land. And of course, in your dinner that we're going to go to in just a few minutes, you will have the opportunity to eat the organic indigenous grains of this land. This year is International Year of Millet. Now, millets are indigenous grains here to Uttarakhand, filled with so many nutrients, so much protein, so many vitamins. So in celebration of International Year of Millets and our Uttarakhand grains and indigenous plants, we offer you the turmeric in your bag and the millets as part of your dinner. We will ask everyone to hold your plant in your hand together as we join our hearts, our hands, our intentions, our attention toward a sustainable future for all. A future where we have clean air, clean water, clean land, clean minds, clean hearts, clean lives together for peace, for our one world, one earth family, for one future. And lastly, before we go for beautiful dinner, we're going to have 2 minutes of a sacred meditation because this is the land of meditation. And as we've been sharing, through meditation, we actually attain that peace, that joy, that total wellness that we are looking for. Don't worry if you've never meditated before. It's not about going to outer space. Meditation takes us to inner space. The power in this land is so strong. Just take a moment and allow your eyes to close. Just allow your eyes to close. And allow yourself to just fully arrive in this holy land. Your bodies are here, but allow your awareness, allow your attention, allow your intention to be here in this moment, in this place, in this very breath. And as you breathe, as you take in not only oxygen, but as you take in what we call prana, means sacred life force, recognize that you are taking in a life force of awakening, of enlightenment, of peace, of truth. Allow yourselves to take in that sacred breath. And as you hear the waters of Mother Ganga flowing beside us, these waters that nourish not only our farms and fields, but our hearts and our lives, allow yourself to feel nourished. Allow yourself to feel your own true self.
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
O Divine, lead us from the falsehood of separation into the truth of our oneness. Lead us from the darkness in which we suffer and bring suffering to others, to the light of truth and healing. Lead us from the identification of these separate individual bodies to the identification of our true, united, one, eternal being. Om peace, Om peace, Om peace. Before you go over for the beautiful feast, we invite you to just come a little closer so that we can have a beautiful group photo. We've come together in our minds and our hearts, but just to memorialize that beautiful coming together, we'll have them take a group photo. Peace, peace. Sabhi peace bole. We'll all say peace. It gives a beautiful smile. Peace. Trees. They're not trees. Too many vegans for cheese. Everyone can now proceed to the beautiful area on your left where it says G20 Dining Hall, and you will have a sumptuous sattvic feast overlooking the waters of Mother Ganga. And you will see just how nourishing vegetarian food can be.
हॉलीडे प्लानिंग पार्ट 2। इस बार क्या ड्रामा होगा?
तू सही था छोटे, पूल चाहिए।
भैया मेरे दही भल्ले आएंगे, जरूर आएंगे।
बजट नो प्रॉब्लम।
कहानी में ट्विस्ट कैसे? आपको तो पता ही होगा। 16 करोड़ ऐप डाउनलोड्स, 29 लाख होटल्स और होम स्टेज, कमाल के प्राइसेस। पब्लिक खुश, ड्रामा छोड़ो, अगोड़ा ट्राई करो।